Yo, we live. Okay, what's up? Yo, what's up, Moors? We testing right now. Um, just running a test. We got something cool coming up tomorrow. Um, we're gonna be interviewing some people, some very cool people, some scholars, and basically the topic is going to be covering the indigenous paradigm for people that look like us, and we'll have people from different coming from different perspectives on the panel. Like I said, some very esteemed and special guests. You definitely want to tune in tomorrow. If you ever heard of Turtle Gang Entertainment, um, the brother Francis who put that together, produced that, will be on there. Brother Asir, the Duke of Tears, will be on. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And like I said, right now, just letting people know, and I'm just running a test run just to make sure we got all the kinks worked out so that everything goes well. Um, Supposed to have another special guest on here right now, but I don't see her. Did you get the invite? Bear with me, y'all. Um, can you see the video? Anybody, let me know if you can see the video. Do you just see like this screenshot? Let me know if you can see the actual video. Yeah. So if you can see the video, just let me know in the chat. All right. And like I said, tomorrow's show, what else can I say? It's going to be very enlightening. It's going to be amazing. You're definitely going to want to tune in tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern time, and share with everybody you know. We're going to have Turtle Gang in the building. We're going to have a Seer the Duke of Tears in the building. We're going to be building. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So you definitely want to tune in and share that. And if you have any questions and stuff like that, you know, bring your questions tomorrow. Okay. All right. So that is definitely going to be amazing. You don't want to miss that. All right. And so I was asking in the chat if you guys could see the video. Nobody, I don't see any response, so not quite sure what's going on. But you can hear me, right? Everybody can hear me? Okay. Camera on. All right. Okay, there we go. Can you see me now? If you couldn't see me before, can you see me now? Are we good? We good to go? All right. So what's up? So if you didn't hear that, if you just tuning in, show's gonna be off the chain tomorrow. All right. We're gonna have two esteemed scholars, Turtle Gang and Asir the Duke of Tears, gonna be in the building. Definitely don't want to miss that. And I have somebody special guest supposed to be joining in. Still don't see her. All right. Let me send her a message because I don't see her in here. Hang on. Hang on, everybody. Bear with me. Right. So, like I said, I'll say it one more time. You definitely want to tune in tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. This is just the test run for the big show tomorrow. All right. So it's on. It's gonna be on. All right. Let's see. Like I said, we're just getting things ready for tomorrow. Big show. I'm excited. If you're not excited, I don't know what's going on. Okay. You definitely don't want to miss it. If you're not there tomorrow, I mean, you can catch it on the download, I mean, on the replay, whatever, but you don't want to miss out. All right. We're gonna get it popping. You know how we do. And that's another thing, man. We're not coming with any cornball mess, because if somebody else was doing this type of show, it'll be, they'll be promoting some big debate, acting like it's some kind of heavyweight showdown. We're not doing that. That's corny. It's corny. I mean, if you like debates, I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying, like, we don't get down like that. Okay. We trying to do something else around here. We trying to find the commonalities and see how the people who sincere, how we could work together and do what we got to do and move forward. Okay, so that's what that's about. All right. And too, man, if anybody can in here, just type something. Let me know if you can see this. All right. Cause this is the test run. Just want to make sure everybody can see it. Okay. Islam. Okay. Okay. Wow. How come the chat ain't showing up in here live? Okay, now I'm seeing it. All right. We good. I'll figure that out. Okay. All right. Okay, so fam, okay, y'all been letting me know the whole time. I just didn't see it. That's what's up. Okay, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. So yeah, to everybody tuning in, you see what's up. All right. And basically that's how it's going down tomorrow. Big show. Gonna be great. Um what else can I say? You don't want to miss it, you know? It's gonna be amazing. Let's see. Okay, now I got you. All right, now we can see the chat. Now we cool. All right. Yeah. Cool. Still don't have my guests in here though. So I'm just waiting for my guests to come in here just so that we can make sure everything's cool and everything's working right for tomorrow. But that's pretty much it. If anybody has any questions or anything you want to say, just go on and type it in the chat. I'll see it. And if I can, I'll address it. You know, I mean, feel free to ask away. Hold up. Yeah, not trying to act like I know everything, but just hit me up. All right. Still waiting. Let me see what's up with that. No, that's not how it's supposed to work. Hey, what's up? Hey, Islam. Hey. How come you didn't join? This is all I see. Yeah, I sent you an invite. I sent you an invite. All right, just go to your email and you'll see the invite, okay? All right. Go to your email and click on accept the invite. What? It's not on. I sent it to your email. Okay. Good. Thank you. Peace. Appreciate that. Try again. Just go in your email, okay? and click the link. All right. All right. I'm going to try this again. Get my guests on here. Make sure everything's cool. And like I said, we're going to get it popping tomorrow. I don't know. If you're watching right now, if you have any questions, any questions at all, go ahead and ask them, especially pertaining to the show tomorrow. There's so much information out there floating around online, memes and things. And now it seems like everybody knows that we're indigenous to the Americas, even though just like 20 years ago, it was only like a handful of people that was on it like that. Now everybody knows. So there's all types of stuff floating around. So if you've seen any of that stuff, anything seems shaky to you, if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask it, and we'll address it. Okay? We get to the bottom of it. All right. Still waiting on the guests to join in. All right. So appreciate everybody for letting me know that you could see this. Because just wanted to run this test run before tomorrow. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for the feedback. Appreciate that. All right. This gonna be a short video. There's something I wanted to share with you guys. Maybe I could pull up the screen share. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, yeah, check this out. Whoa. All right. Where we at? Come on. Okay. All right. So anybody ever heard of this book? Farnum's Freehold? I didn't even know about this. Like, basically, my man Jason put me onto this, right? Shout out to Jason. Farnum's Freehold. It's an old book, like from the 60s. It was basically the story. It's a science fiction. There's like a apocalypse situation. A nuke went off, and this dude who had like a let me pull up Wikipedia. This dude that had like a nuclear fallout shelter, right? He goes in there to get away from the fallout from the nuclear weapon going off, and somehow there's a rip in the time space. He gets sent into the future, right? So in the future, guess who's on top? Guess who's suffering? Guess who the slaves are in the future? Just take a wild guess, right? And this was in the 60s, okay, when you know what was going on at that time, right? So like our people's on top, all the so-called white people are made into slaves. And he's saying like in the future they have a form of the Quran, right? It's and the dude's like I'm gonna read this review from Amazon. This guy did a review. He's like saying story envisages a future scenario in the 20th century in which 20th century whites, along with their black household servant Joe, encounter a society even more interested in skin color than that of their own time. So in the 60s, big deal, skin color. I'm not going to summarize the story, blah, blah, blah. Okay, in short, Farm's Freehold is kind of a post-apocalyptic Swiss Family Robinson meets high-tech, blah, 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 where darker complexion are considered the chosen, while whites are treated as slaves as well as dinner. The destruction of the Northern Hemisphere that means it was easy. Has allowed the evolution of a dark-skinned dominant society based on some tenets of the Quran, which is both decadent and highly intelligent, yet lacking in other areas. So more on that. This is a section from the book where it says either way, and so remember he's in the future. Either way, the Quran has been the only book officially exempt from the torch. So all the books got burnt, which a lot of books need to get burnt because they got a lot of BS in them and lies. So
let me show you something on Hangout so I can show you where you have
all right, hold
to
up.
send an invite.
Yeah, I found that.
You found it?
Let me finish reading this first, and I'm doing a screen share. And then, okay, so either way, the Quran, this is in the future in the story. The Quran's the only book officially exempt from the torch. And Hugh, that's the main character, he had a suspicion that the Quran had not been spared either. He's talking about the original Quran, right? Because he had owned the translation of the Quran and read it several times. So that's sounding like maybe he was a Mason because he had an actual Quran, he had read it. So he feels like that Quran had been burnt, and this new Quran is the only book, that had not been burnt. He wished now that he had put it into the shelter, for the Quran he now read for as he now read it in language did not match his memory. For one thing, he thought that Muhammad was a red-headed Arab. This Quran mentions his skin color repeatedly as black, and he was sure that the Quran was free of racism. This improved version was rabid with it. Furthermore, this Quran had a New Testament with the martyred Messiah. He had taught and had been hanged for it. Religious scrolls were all marked with the gallows. And so basically, I'm going to skip down to here. What he objected to was some revisionists working over the words of the prophet, apparently to make them fit this new book. And so, like, he's in the future with the black people, okay, are on top now, and they have their own Quran, okay. So I just thought I would share that with y'all because that was pretty interesting. And most people never heard it. Yeah, shout out to Jay Frank for sharing that because I never heard that before. It's like an obscure science fiction book from the 60s, so never heard of that. Who's heard of that? So he put that out there. If you hear somebody else talking about it, they got it from Jay Frank because you know what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about that like for real. I didn't come up with it. I haven't even read the book yet. I'm just skimming through it. I got to get a hold of like a real physical copy because it's like, wow, that's crazy. And then it's talking about the dude had a copy of the Quran, and he was a white dude from the 60s. And he had a servant, a black servant. His family got sent into the future. Man, this is crazy. People were writing this back in the 60s, man. Back then. So that's wild, you know. Peace. So yeah, let me know if you heard of that before, because I'm pretty sure nobody's heard of that. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm sending it. Look. Look, come here. Nah, come here. Look. This is the problem. See? You logged into that?
Yeah.
Gmail, you have to go into Gmail and accept. That's what you did?
Yep.
Nah. All right. So we are live. It's official. Just making sure we have no issues getting the guest in here, and we're gonna cut it short. But yeah, I did want to share that with y'all because let me know if you heard of that before. Farms Freehold. It's pretty crazy, right? So and it's like, man, whoever wrote that, they had to have been exposed to the Quran, the more science temple. I mean, like, come on, man. He didn't make that up. For real. That this New Testament had a martyred Messiah, like, come on, man. Noble Drew Ali, he objected to the revisionists working over the words of the prophet, apparently to make them fit this new book. What our prophet, Noble Drew Ali, he's talking about this, man. Like, seriously. And this is the type of thing that Noble Drew Ali actually warned about, that if we're not able to change things, there's hardship that's going to come. He came to spare us from the hardship. And like throughout this book, it mentions it, how the people are. Here's another section from it. It surprised him as the revised Quran still contained the dietary laws, and the chosen did follow some of the original Muslim customs. They practiced circumcision, did not use alcohol other than a thin beer, and hold up. So here, back to where I was at. Uh, it surprised him as the revised Quran still contained the dietary laws, and the chosen did follow some of the original Muslim customs. They practiced circumcision, did not use alcohol other than the thin beer, and observed Ramadan at least nominally, and called it that. Muhammad, Muhammad would have been shocked by the revisions to his straightforward monotheistic teachings, but he would have recognized some of the details. Okay, so it's like these are new Muslims with their own Quran, their own, traditions, and their own new way of looking at things, which would have shocked the Muslims of old or the original Muslims. This is pretty crazy. Not crazy, just wild, because you don't. I mean, chances are you never heard of this. I know I hadn't. What is this? Dang. All right. So it looks like I can't even invite people. All right. I have to figure this out. Man, I appreciate everybody though for checking this out, for tuning in. You need assistance to get a nationality card. Yo, I would say find more science temple, man. Like go to mstofA.net. There because that's what I suggest, because there's a lot of people online that are like selling stuff. They're selling cards for like hundreds of dollars, and they'll have like the pictures on them and stuff, and they're like, well, this is what you need because it's updated, and it still shouldn't cost that much. They're like overcharging, and it's crazy. Wow, people trying to, do anything they can to get over. So I would suggest go to a temple, because there's gonna be all types of people. I had to block some of these people because like the Canaan Land Moore dude, he would have hit you up if they was in here, like with his email, like get it me, I'll take care of you, probably be trying to charge like who knows how much. But I'm saying like you got to avoid that, man. People trying to get over. People try to act like they're sincere, man. They try to use this stuff. It's like religion. It's just like church or something where you got somebody who's like all grimy and ain't about nothing, and they try to act like they're Christian, and they try to come at people who's like sincere, trying to use that as a crutch to try to get over. So, I mean, you gotta watch out for stuff like that. For real. So yeah, is it free? At the temple, it's cheap, it's affordable, I wouldn't say cheap, because I say that because it's affordable. It's like reasonable, and it ain't gonna cost you like $50 or nothing like that. Like for real. I'm trying to think how much is like $4 or $5 or something like that. So like anything anybody else is trying to charge is ridiculous, man, for real. Even the dues that you pay at the temple, affordable, $20 a month, it's easy. Anyone can do it. Even a bum could do it, you know? And I'm saying that not to like be disrespectful or anything. I'm just saying that to say like they're not trying to break you over the head. They're not trying to beat you over the head. They're not trying to rob you. So that's what I would suggest. Yeah. I would say go mstofa.net. What do you think about RV Bay Publications? I mean, I don't know. I never mess with them. I've heard good and bad things about it, to be honest. I mean, I hear people out here who's like learned a lot from it, and they big up it. And then there's people who say like they've been getting over on them or they got robbed. There's even people say who they pay for stuff and never received it. I don't know about all that, you know? Like, I can only speak on what I know, you know? So if you ask me what I think of RV-based publications, I never used them, you know? I've read some of the stuff and learned some things from it online, but I never bought anything from them. So I ain't gonna sit up here and talk trash about them. Um, I would say, you know, I advise the temple because I can actually say it's cool from what I've experienced, you know. And then too, like you got people, just random people out here who like are all new to it. Yeah, you do have to join. You have to become a member to get the card. But you have people who are online who like new to it. You know, I've been on this for years, like since before all this YouTube and all this stuff blew up, right? You got people who are new to it and they're acting like they're experts. And all of a sudden now they're selling paperwork and selling nationality cards and all this stuff. And it's like, come on, man. You know, people who are like getting it off the internet and they're trying to sell it. It's like, what kind of trash is that? So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't mess with all this unofficial BS, right? And once again, though, I ain't trashing nobody. I'm not calling anybody out in particular. I'm just saying, man, you got to guard yourself. You got to watch yourself. Everybody out here ain't official. Everybody out here ain't what they say they are or cool, you know? So, like, they not looking out for you. Even some of these people who act like they're Moors and they about it, like they really about it. They're not really about it. You feel me? Some of these people are not sincere at all. They just trying to play off of this stuff. Okay. So you got to watch yourself. Ain't nobody else looking out for you. And that's why I said what I said. And yeah, you have to become a member of the temple to get the card. Yeah, definitely. That's how it works. Yeah, man. And we gotta keep it real and gotta keep it candid. I think like some people want to say this stuff, but like they don't want to offend people, or maybe they're in it too deep. You know, like they have too many friends and stuff that are selling this type of stuff, or they learn from these people so they don't want to like disrespect them. And it's like I'm not calling anyone else out. Like you didn't hear me mention no names. So if somebody's getting mad, that's like that, you know, throwing a rock at a pack of dogs. You know who's out here doing that BS because they're gonna be hollering. You know, I ain't calling anybody out. You asked us about a specific organization, RV Bay Publications. I had nothing bad to say about them. Like they cool, you know, whatever. You know, I ain't say nothing bad. So I ain't calling anybody out. So if somebody's like getting offended or angry about this, you already know they on that BS. They mad just because I'm speaking and saying there's some people out here who's not sincere. How can you get mad at that? You know, that's crazy, right? Um, man, like, okay, so the brother asks, does it make it easier for an individual to get out of prison once they've corrected their status, and is it effective? Okay, you in here? That's what's up. We got a guest up in here. Oh, word. Okay, so that's what's up. I'm about to send you an invite from somewhere else. Okay, so the brother asked the question: does it make it easier for an individual to get out of prison once they've corrected their status, and is it effective? Okay, check this out, right? If somebody's telling you or anybody that you can correct your status when you're locked up in the crypts, in the dismal crypts of the prison system, they're full of it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can correct your status and you're behind bars. I don't care what anyone says. It ain't gonna work. Okay. And then another thing is like there's a lot of Moors that's locked up and like some of them are sincere and they're for real with it. You know, they're like practicing and everything, really trying to improve their lives. They're real and they're trying to be upstanding, and they're not like getting their sentence reduced. You know, they're still serving their time. So like, I don't know. Now I'm not saying that there's no people who can get their sentences reduced. This like, I don't even know if I could say this. I'll just say I've spoken to people at temples who said that they've helped people who were Moors, you know, get out, but they were upstanding. They were like actually trying to do the work, trying to be real about it. They weren't just trying to use it as a get out of jail free card. And I mean, there's different programs and stuff. Like, I didn't ask the specifics of how it was done. Okay. But you know, basically like the person changed their life, became a model citizen and stuff like that. So I don't know how it was done. I don't think it was done on the whole, you know, like expatriating or something like that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't even nothing like that. Like, cause like I said, it was done somebody with someone that was in leadership in the temple did that to get some people's sentence reduced. So, you know, and that's all I can say on that. I can't use any names or anything like that. But like I said, it's not a get out of jail free card. And you know, like who in the temple would want to put themselves out there like that for somebody? You know, you're gonna have to be like for real about it. Cause like you don't want to do that and then somebody gets out and they're gonna commit another crime, you know, and it looks like, you know, they affiliated with the temple and they was using it to try to be above the law or something like that. So, you know, like for real, like, you know, like would you, and especially if you have the temple, would you put your temple on the line for somebody? You know, so it's like a slippery slope. It's hard to do. Yeah. What about there's no justice in the system? I mean, and you could say that. Um, and what the other brother says, right? Like you can't correct your status and you're locked up. You know, he said, yeah, anyone locked up is under contract. So it's like, nah, you can't correct your status from behind bars. You know, it's impossible. It's just like you can't. You're a number. You're a prison number. You know, a prisoner number. When you're in there, there's so many things to it, so many levels to it. It's like you're deep. You know, basically buried underground. You know, so like you can't really do anything until you come out. You know. I mean, I'm not trying to be like all down on it. You know, especially if that's like somebody's hope. You know, but like for real, it is what it is, man. Huh? Now I'm on YouTube. This is on the YouTube channel. So yeah. Hey, can everybody hear her? Can y'all hear her? Somebody let me know. Can somebody let me know if you can hear? Go ahead. Say what? What about it? That video? What video? What are you talking about? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Nah. How do you know you're dealing with a non-501c3 temple or one that's not under the Vatican's umbrella? Okay, the link I put up for, yeah, I put it up again, mstofa.net. Okay, go there. That's the original temple that was founded by the prophet. It's through the leadership of Emily Ill. That's who the prophet had made the supreme grand sheik before he made the transition. And after he made the transition, there was like different people vying for the top spot. There were people who were saying they were the prophet reincarnated. C. Kirkman Bey had basically created a position for himself that was like right next in line as Supreme Grand Sheik, and they, wrestled for power. He wound up going off and taking a bunch of members with him, and that's where the More Science Temple of America Inc. eventually came out of, and that's where you get the 501c3 corporation. It's through the More Science Temple of America Inc. And I'm not trying to knock it. I mean, like if you ask me, they shouldn't have did that, but I mean, it was done in the past. Like, the average person who's in there is cool. They sincere, they real, can build with them. But yeah, like, I don't think they should have been up under there, I don't think that was the right move to go. And that's like the most popular branch of the More Science Temple. That's the most popular body, grand body, whatever that you would see, the ink temples. Okay. So to answer the brother's question, the More Science Temple of America Inc., that's the 501c3. And if you go to mstofa.net, those are the original temples that were formed how the prophet had originally intended. Okay. What's this saying? Wow, yeah, Moore say it can be done while in prison. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know who's out here telling people that you can correct your status while in prison, but that's like just crazy. That's like wrong on so many levels. Yeah. So y'all, you gotta be careful out here because there's people, like I'm not trying to act like all of us are trifling or something. Like most of us are cool, and most of us that are on this are sincere. Like we're about it because it's time. We're not, we're not trying to be slaves. But you got some people out here who ain't about anything. It wouldn't matter if this Moorish nationality was popping like it is or not. They wouldn't be about nothing. And so like they just trying to get by and they just trying to get over, and they're not really trying to improve anything. And so this is just the thing that they see. If you see people that's sincere, that's really putting their heart into doing stuff, they trying to take advantage of that. I mean, if you got any kind of street in you at all, you shouldn't even fall for stuff like that. You can smell the BS from a mile away. It's like, dude, get away from me. Don't even come around here with that. You can see through that. But like I said, you got the people selling the paperwork and all that stuff, and they just trying to get over. They just trying to take advantage of the fact that a lot of Moors are waking up and ready to do this for real. And instead of like tapping into that energy in a positive way, they just trying to make a few dollars off of you. Okay. Like, I don't know, I ain't out here calling people out and stuff like that, but maybe they need to get called out. I don't know. Yeah. But they ain't making me look bad. They making themselves look bad because I ain't with that mess. If anybody asks me, I just tell it how it is. And like I said, man, if anyone come around here having a problem with that, you already know they on that BS. There's some hit dogs. They whimpering and crying. And you already know they with the BS. Because it's like, dude, ain't nobody said nothing about you. Why are you letting people know that you offended? I don't know. That's how Hangouts works. That's all you need to see. Yeah. So you could be a national Moor and not be a part of a temple. Look, man, we are Moors, okay? Especially like, the people, the so-called black people, the African Americans, man. We're Moors, man. So now you don't have to be in a temple to be that. But The temple was founded. The prophet started the Moorish divine and national movement officially in 1915, right? And so, yeah, it's on. I could see the YouTube chat. I could see what people were saying, but like, yeah, I can see you. I got two windows open. I'm the key master. I can see everything. Yeah, if somebody like I have to add people up in here, you know. Nah, people said somebody said they can hear you. Hey, can you see her too? Can y'all can everybody see and hear her? Yeah. Yeah, I just want to make sure like all the guests can be seen and heard. Yeah, because yeah, okay. Brother said, Islam sister, I can hear you a little. Like I guess you low. Oh, what? Oh, I can't see or hear her. Can't see or hear her. What? 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 Yo, it's on my screen though. Damn. Okay, this is crazy. Hang on a second. All right, let me figure this out. Present to everyone. All right. Yo, I'm sorry. But for the people that's tuning in, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm figuring this out on the fly. Okay. So just bear with me. Apologize. Uh all right. And we gonna get this up and running. I don't know what's going on. It says present to everyone. All right. All right, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. Hold up. Okay. Nah. Nah. It probably doesn't matter. Okay, let me see. All right. Okay. Video mute is unavailable. Man, hang on a second. Okay, say something now. Okay, can anybody hear? Can you can y'all hear that? Say something. Just keep saying stuff. Dang. Yeah. 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 Hold up. You see it now? What the hell? All right. Sorry. Damn. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody helping me out though. Let me know if you could see this and the questions. Um, if it's anything I ain't get to yet, I'm gonna get to it. But yeah, to the dude who said you could be a national more and not be a part of the temple. Okay, the prophet started the temple. He officially started the Moorish divine and national movement to help us to help correct our situation. Okay, and the temple is one of the vessels, one of the tools that we use to do it. And the corruption and things that are in there, it's like if it has to be cleaned up, we have to do it. Even if you're going off of the sayings of the prophet, the saying the new Moors are to come in you know, and sit the old Moors in the back and carry out the prophet's laws. It's like, look, you know, like you can't quit because of the situation. You can't quit because things are tough or, you know, difficult to deal with, you know? And I get people not wanting to play politics and all that stuff because, like, for the longest, I was like, F that. Like, we left the country for a long time, for 5 years, man. I moved out the country with my wife and 3 children at the time. Okay, 3 little children. Like, that's crazy. Who the hell does stuff like that? Because I was like, F it. I ain't want to deal with any of this mess, you know? I wasn't trying to pick up all the garbage and pick up all the pieces. I was like, man, I'll just take care of my family and be out, you know? And you know, at the end of the day, like, this is ours. This is our movement. We have something that's legit that, you know what I'm saying? All the governments of the world, all the nations of the world respect. They have to respect it and they recognize it. Okay. We have to pick up the pieces and fix it, you know? So that's why I'm here. And I ain't trying to act like I'm some leader or nothing like that. You know, I'm doing me, taking care of my family, but I'm just like your fellow man and woman. I'm here to help do my part. And that's what we all need to do. Okay. So I'm not saying everybody need to join the temple, but, you know, I'm definitely not saying that if you're not in a temple, you're not a Moor. Okay. But I'm also saying that it's a tool that we need to use. We need to be in there doing our part. And even if it's difficult, still need to be in there. Okay. If it's difficult, that just means there's more work to be done. You know, can't shy away from it. And I'm not saying that's what anybody in here is trying to do. You know, I'm just that's my answer to that. You know, we got to do it. Okay. And you know, I hope that makes sense. But I feel like that's a big part of our liberation, you know, fixing, you know, correcting how the situation that we find ourselves in. All right. So yeah, like Bug said, Bug Shelton, more is a birthright. Okay. And that's true. And yeah, the corruption and stuff is crazy because it's like that stuff was before I was born, you know? Why am I dealing with that? You know, who's born into it? You know, but at the same time, it's like we got to deal with it, man. You know, I sat on the sidelines too. I wasn't on the sidelines. I mean, I was active doing what I needed to do for myself and family, educating myself and, you know, family, but, you know, for the greater good, you know, and for them and their future and for your children's future and everything, your grandchildren. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Noble Drew Ali. He said, I gave you what it takes to save a nation. Now get your butt out there and do it. You got to put in the work. All right. So we still having some technical issues. Oh, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I had something. I had clicked something where it says hide audio and video when guests join. Okay. So yeah, I had messed up. That's my fault. You good now. You can get in. Still trying to work this out. Yeah, after the noble passed, the Moors in the temple dropped the ball. And that's another thing. Not everybody dropped the ball, but yeah, for the most part, they did, you know? Word. You know? There were people, you know, who weren't sincere. Even back then when the prophet was in, there were people who might have been just jockeying for power, you know, because the prophet was making money, and there were a lot of people, you know, close by him who were making money. They were because they were starting businesses like we're supposed to do. Like we should, every temple should have at least 3 or 4 businesses, you know, at least. real businesses, not like little BS, like real businesses where they're making money and they can hire, other Moors. Every temple should be doing that, because at the end of the day, that's what men's supposed to do. We're supposed to be out here, in business. And if we were doing that, it'd be taken a lot more seriously, When you have to deal with a lot of stuff that we have to deal with. So at the end of the day, like, we got work to do, man. We have to come in here and show how it's done, because if the elders are, I ain't even gonna say the elders, because everybody didn't drop the ball. If the people who's in there, the people that you see aren't doing it right, that just means we got to show them how it's done. Can't wait on them to do it. Can't wait on someone else to do it. Someone else is not gonna fix this stuff. And then another thing, like, collectively, like, we're not gonna be in a better situation, because there's power in numbers. Like, we have to work together. We have to get some protections and things done collectively for the larger, greater group, so that you're not just out here by yourself trying to, operate and move. So that's why we need to use a temple, and that's why some more of us that's upstanding need to get in there and make it happen. And we can't wait on anybody else. We the new Moors. No one else is going to do it. I don't care if you're 50, 40, 30, 20, whatever. I don't care. We the new Moors. We got to do it. All right. Nobody else is going to do it. And that's already been seen. And there's people who were trying to do it. I heard the Supreme Grand Sheik, D. Bailey L, talking about how when he was younger, he felt like he was the new Moors. They were coming in there trying to do things, and they were running into people who were stagnating the movement, And so it's like, look, we come here to assist. The ones who's about it, who really want to do it, they can help out. And the ones who aren't, they're gonna either help out, or they're gonna find themselves getting stampeded over, because all these people who's ready, like, for real, they're not going for that. Like, in this day and age, if you about that BS, you're gonna find yourself getting eaten alive. I think Farrakhan said that. He's talking about the people, like, if you're gonna punk out and sell out your kids, your grandchildren, they're gonna eat you alive. It's like, we're not going for that. There's no patience, there's no time for it. That's the attitude. And it's like that for a reason. Right? Dang. Still no guess. All right. So, yeah, we're going to try this again, and just let me know in a second if you can see the guess. Right. Yeah, it might be true. Only 1% serious. I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, how did you get the link before? I emailed you like 5 times just now. Okay. All right. I'm going to try this one more time. Hey, contact me on Hangouts so that I can send you the link. Sorry, y'all. The Quran has no prophecies in it. Muhammad was no prophet. He was illiterate and could not read. The word Quran translates to recite. It's a recite of the Bible. Okay, it's true. Allah gave us a prophet and a messenger. Accept yourself and be yourself. Yep. I don't disagree with any of that. What is the paperwork that needs to be studied when learning how to prove an individual is a Moor? Okay, that's a good question. Paperwork. You referring to books? Like what books to read? Cause I got some books right here. Hold up. I'll get to that in a second. Anybody else have any suggestions for them for books? Paperwork that you can study to know to prove that you're more. Because like me, I would pull out the Ancient and Modern Britons. It's downstairs. In there, William Penn described the indigenous people in the East Coast as in. He said the colonists referred to them as Negroes, Indians, and Moors interchangeably. On several occasions, the indigenous are referred to as Moors. The people who were in the know just seemed to know that they were dealing with Moors when they came over here. Hey, send me a message on Hangout so I can give you the link. Congressional records? Okay, I don't know about that. What are you referring to? How do you show that you're connected to the land? It's a good question. You know, I know what people say they do, what I've attempted to do. I mean, people file affidavits correcting their status, proclaiming who they are, their connection to the land, how they're Aboriginal, how they're Moorish, and like, I mean, to be real with you, I don't want to say. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen anybody that actually worked for it, so I can't really speak on it, man. I know what I've tried myself and the difficulty I've had in dealing with that. Um, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I know that some of the people, I ain't gonna say a lot. I know that some of the people out here saying that they've done it are lying. And I'm not gonna say everybody, you know?
Hello.
Okay, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Is it working now?
Hey, can y'all see the guests?
Because if they can, it's perfect. But if they can't, we got work to do.
All right. So that's my answer though about how do you show that you connected to the land. I mean, people file affidavits, they file type of paperwork that um, that are public like correction of the status, and
They're working.
I've seen a lot of people that sincere to real that say like they're dealing with headaches trying to get that stuff recognized, you know, and I've seen my own, issues like trying to like, put stuff like that forward.
It requires patience and time and
I
research.
wouldn't say give up, I'm just being real, sincere. Okay, that's what's up. Everybody's people are saying one person said they can't, said no, but then uh three other people said they can hear. Somebody said the voice is loud and clear.
Great.
Okay, cool. All right.
So, are the guests able to be seen as well or only heard?
Should be. Can you see too? It said can hear. I can hear. The voice is loud and clear. Can y'all see her? No. Can you just hear her? You can't see her. Hey. Yeah. Are you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
Man, what is up? Oh no. Can't see. They could just hear. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
So the guests are supposed to be seen. Do you know that for sure?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing everything.
Hmm.
All right. We'll figure it out.
Can you still see me?
I can. I guess nobody else can.
Yeah, you gotta fix that
Nope. Yes.
for
I
the.
can't use the audio. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, why ain't this stuff just like simple? Like what the hell? It should just be working. I can't even click on your little video thing. Maybe it's because you're on the phone.
I mean, everybody's on phones.
Nah, that's that M word technology. You gotta get on a real computer or something. You gotta get like a real camera. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like how this gonna work like in the future if you can't see the other people. Uh, okay. Yeah, I can't figure this out.
Okay, so let's uh mm, let's watch a YouTube on it. And then let's make a YouTube about it so other people can know how to use it.
They can hear you though. It says
Okay?
continue allowing to access page. Hey, maybe you gotta allow it to access your camera. That's
Um,
probably what it is because I can't do it.
okay.
Yeah, somebody just said the phone should work. You probably have to like click on it and allow it to access your camera. All
Yeah,
right.
I did. Let's see.
Says guest join, hide their audio, video. No. Broadcast live video. Did I see my audience? I don't know. I guess I muted when they join. No. So I got all that stuff off. You should be live. It should be showing you. Like in the bottom corner, like you don't see a little camera thing.
Yep.
You click it.
That's why you could see me. That's why you could see me because
Can
I
y'all see now? Yo, what's up?
can hear me, right?
Huh?
You can still hear me?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's only like the host could see.
All right. Say something.
Hello. Hi.
Okay. Yeah, they see you now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you fixed it. What'd you do?
Not just put your thing up. Like it was probably like you were down in the bottom corner. Okay.
So they don't see you no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Yes, they see you, or yes, they see me.
People's only seeing like whoever like I click on the little box. Okay.
Oh, so you can only see one person at a time.
Now, yeah, I see you down in the little screen in the corner, but like, okay, now everybody sees you. Anybody trying to look at me anyway?
I am.
All right. Okay, we live now. It's on. Now it's on. Now
So
we
now I
got it.
know. So it works. Everything is cool.
Yeah, I think so. Can we get somebody else in here? Can we get another person on here too?
It asked me if I wanted to invite people.
Who you gonna invite?
No, I'm just telling you. If it asked me that, that means it should. that means you should be able to add people.
Hey, does anybody else want to jump in here? Does anybody else want to jump in here just to test this? Anybody else want to be on the screen? Want to be on the big screen?
I know some of those people are fake. Like,
I know it's some robots, but you know it's some real people in here. I know it's some real people in here.
better be all these years.
For real. It's like it's real people, and then there's a few that's just like robots or something. I don't know. I don't know how the internet works, but like, yeah, most everybody real. But yeah, like anybody want to jump in here on the live chat on the live screen? We just try to make sure we could get 3 or more people up in here because like I said, everybody that's watching this right now, you better be watching this tomorrow and tell your people because you don't want to miss it. We're gonna have a Sea of the Duketeers and Turtle Gang. You know, we going all the way in. So like, I mean, it's gonna be live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is it late? It's 11:30.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do it earlier, you know, like around 7. So you might hear some children in the background or something because the children ain't gonna be asleep. But we gotta do it. For real. And like when the Seer be doing it, the kids be all over the children be in there anyway. So you know, we have children, man. Real people have children, right? Real people, you know, out here we fruitful, we multiply. That's how real people do. So you know, that's how you know we real. All right.
Real family.
Yeah, the big gun's gonna be in here. That's right. For real, for real.
Well, that's dope. That's what's up.
Word.
All right, it's my bedtime, so
yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm gonna leave.
All right, well, it don't look like we're gonna be able to test. Hey, get Jeff to jump on here. Does he have a Gmail?
Jeff, you got Gmail? Yep. He don't got
right, he needs to jump on here so we can test this.
Yeah, it's the app. Do we gotta get Hangout?
I guess so. Yeah, you gotta get on Hangouts. And then copy that same link I sent to you.
Like Google account, and then you like type in Hangouts and it'll pop up, and then it'll
appreciate y'all too. Appreciate you. All right. Yeah. All right. Tell him to get on Hangouts and send him that same link that I sent you, so you can.
The link disappears.
Huh?
The link disappears.
What?
Yeah.
You just got to go back in Hangouts and click on it.
I am in Hangouts.
Yo.
Let's see.
Oh.
Nice. That's a great one. That's good. Good job.
Yeah, it happened. Yo.
Let's see.
That's right, man. Yeah. We out here, we fruitful, we multiply.
Hey Jeff, what's your email?
Yeah, let's get it popping. Tomorrow, the big show, y'all. Tomorrow. Man, we should go live on Facebook too, huh? Can we do that too at the same time?
What?
Yo, does anybody on here know how to you know when people go live on Facebook and they add like other people to the video while it's going on? Does anybody know how to do that? And if y'all on Facebook, get in the group, get in the Moors in America group.
Yeah, just
type Moors in America on Facebook. Or just type Moorish Americans, it'd probably come up. All right. Okay.
Click on it.
Y'all hear that? More. Oh, let me get the link. Yeah, I'm gonna get the link and post it in the chat.
Wait. Try to just click on the link.
So if you in here, look at the chat. I just posted the link for the Facebook group. Islam. Oh man, yeah, for Hurricane Florence, y'all sending out positive energy for everybody that's like in North Carolina and below, you know. Y'all be careful, be safe out there.
Right. When they tell you
Everything's gonna be all right. Huh?
What I say?
Definitely. Y'all stay safe.
Huh. What happened? What say? Is that one? Yeah, that's Hangouts. Yeah. We got OG Lokes Locks about to come in here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't see you anymore. I just see the logo.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, I know what happened.
What happened?
Dang. Okay, so I can't do Facebook and this at the same time. I messed up.
Oh.
So how are people? Okay, I guess I got to use this third party software to do that. Okay, let me get out of here.
So
What
you're
about
on.
now? Is it back?
Am
Still
I?
black?
No,
Screen still black?
yeah.
What about now?
What about now? Yeah.
It's black?
Yep.
What the hell? Do I got to boot myself out of here too? All right.
Hey. Hey. You back.
What's up, man? Is the Locksman in here?
Look, truth is art and art is a lie. It has no cause and yet it is the cause of everything. Think about that. That's dope. Real.
Say what?
What are you doing?
What? What's taking so long? Okay, let me read this.
Oh.
Oh, check this book out.
Move it
Just
over.
started reading it.
Yeah, the
From
more
Moore's point of view, breakdown of the 101s. Yeah, check that out. Okay. Okay. What's up? We still waiting?
Yeah, it's downloading.
All right, all right. Oh, we losing viewers. People checking out. They like, man, it's late. We reminded people it was late.
We got some kids, they're like, oh, it's bedtime. About to get
Yeah,
in
it
trouble.
is bedtime. Okay. Who is Noble Drew Ali? He is Allah's prophet. What is a prophet? Prophet is a thought of Allah manifested in the flesh. What is the duty of a prophet? To save the nations from the wrath of Allah. Okay, so this is saying the questions posed in key 5, 6, and 7, along with the answers, are of the same line, each depending on the other. So I'll address them together. In studying the question of who is Noble Drew Ali and the answer of he is Allah's prophet, it caused me to take notice to the possessive form the answer is in. The apostrophe behind Allah, apostrophe S, shows possession or ownership of the following word, which is prophet, meaning that Noble Drew Ali is a specific thought of Allah's, which leads to the next question. What is a prophet? And the answer of a prophet is a thought of Allah manifested in the flesh. Taking this in conjunction with the question and answer above, we can logically come to the conclusion that Noble Drew Ali is a prophet, which is a thought of Allah manifested in the flesh. However, if that's a fact, then any man can be a prophet, right? The teachings teach us otherwise. Man is breath made flesh, and our prophet is a thought of Allah who is divinely prepared to guide us back to our lost state. Man was given free will, which became sluggish, will causing the fall of the 5, right? The 5. Noble Noble Drew Ali is a specific thought of Allah who was manifested in human flesh, angel, to carry out Allah's will, not to exercise the free will of man. So he was manifested to carry out Allah's will, not to exercise our free will. He is the two that did not fall, but remain in harmony with Allah to carry out a given duty, which takes us to the next question and answer. What is the duty of a prophet? And its answer to save nations from the wrath of Allah. As all prophets throughout the ages have been given the duty to save, redeem, so was Noble Drew Ali, who is the last prophet in these days, who came to redeem us from our sinful ways. Okay, so when we're saying man is breath made flesh, that's in the Holy Quran, chapter 7, verse 13. And then when it's saying man was given free will, which became a sluggish will, causing the fall of the five, that is in Holy Quran, chapter 11, verse 28 through 30. And so it was with every living thing until the will became a sluggish will. And then the ethers of the protoplast, the earth, the plant, the beast, the man, began to vibrate very slow. The ethers became more dense, and all the creatures of the plains were clothed with coarser garbs of flesh, which men can see. And thus the coarser manifests, which men called physical, appeared. And this is what is called the fall of man. But man fell not alone. Everything fell with him. For protoplast and earth and plant and beast were all included in the fall. And then it's saying, Noble Drew Ali is of the two that did not fall, the cherubim and the angels. The angels and the cherubim fell not. Their will was ever strong. And so they held the ethers of their planes in harmony with Allah. And that's in chapter 11, verse 31. And then when it says, who was the prophet in these last days who came to redeem us from our sinful ways? The last prophet in these days is Noble Drew Ali, who was divinely prepared in due time by Allah to redeem men from their sinful ways and to warn them of the great wrath which is to come upon the earth. And then we're reading this book, which is science fiction, that Jay Frank told us about, called Farnum's Freehold. And in Farnum's Freehold, it seems like maybe they were reading, the guy who wrote that was reading the Holy Quran. You know, it sort of seems like it to me, because like what is he saying there? He goes in there and says, hang on. Can you see the screen, baby?
Yep, but it's small because I'm on a phone.
All right, hold up.
Oh.
Okay.
Man, I can't like make it bigger.
All right, so here we go. All right, Farnum's Freehold, right? Now remember, the prophet came to help save us from the wrath of Allah, right? This book is talking about this guy who, you know, had a little shelter, like fallout shelter, right, from the nuclear weapons in the 60s. They wrote this science fiction book how he goes in there because a nuclear weapon's about to go off, and his household, I guess, gets transported into the future through some rip in time space, and in the future the darkies are running things, right? The darkies, the Moors are running things.
Is that what it says?
Nah, it probably does, because they say the N-word in here. They call, you know, they use the N-word. So the darkies are running things. And
yeah, my phone is dying.
Okay, all right. So what happened with Dreadman? He enjoying?
Hey, what happened?
Either way, the Quran had been the only book officially exempt from the torch. Okay? And this guy who got transported had owned the Quran. So he had a suspicion that the original Quran had been burnt because he owned the translation of it and read it several times. Okay? So he's like noticing that this Quran that they're using is different. And the things that the words that it says of the prophet and things that it says are different from what he remembered. And so he actually read the Quran. This guy was a Freemason, people. And more than likely the guy who wrote that book was too, as well, right? And so yeah, I was just sharing that because that was like real interesting, and it's crazy because like the more you learn, you know, it's just wild. Oh, so yeah, well, our West Coast people up in the building. That's what's up. West Coast still up. It's probably early over there. What time is it over there? Like 8 o'clock. So what happened? You not coming in? What happened?
For me, it's still downloading.
What the? Why still downloading?
Mm.
Did you plug your phone in?
No,
Plug it in.
you said why am I not coming in?
I
What?
said
I'm
plug it in. Plug it in.
yeah,
And
I'm plugging.
I guess, man, if okay, it's 8:50 on the West Coast. So our West Coast people still up. Y'all on the West Coast, I guess for y'all the show will start at like 4, but it starts at 7 East Coast time. So West Coast, y'all don't want to miss it either. It's gonna be popping like for real. Like we doing it big tomorrow.
You you should be able to come in. Nah, I guess you
Uh-huh.
got to let him in. However you got to do it.
Did you send him the link?
I did. Did you click on the link?
Did he get it?
Yeah. You clicked on the link?
We
What's
just
happening?
waiting to test this one more thing. And that's it. All right, so everybody's still in here. Remember the show tomorrow, 7 Eastern Standard Time. I'm thinking that's 4 o'clock on the West Coast. Y'all check that out. Um, y'all get you one of these Shungite pyramids. Shungite, powerful, black, ancient mineral. They say one of the oldest minerals on Earth. Um, keep it on your, if you have computers, keep it on around your computer or whatever device. Shoot, the way it works, man, you could damn near just like sit this in a thing of water and purify the water. It's like I've heard so much stuff about shungite. Um, but yeah, I advise everybody to check that out. Get you one, get you a couple of them. It won't hurt. Just make sure that you're getting real, authentic shungite.
A mineral. That black stone?
Hey, did you plug your phone in?
No, I can't find the charger.
Oh yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when it's raw. This is like all polished, but this is like what it looks like raw. It's black, kind
Click
of
on
shiny a little bit, a little shiny, but for the most part, it's black. It just looks like it's shiny because of the light, but for the most part,
You got it?
it's solid black material. It's like a rock, you know. I guess they only find it in Russia.
I don't know how to use this shit.
Kind of looks metallic a little bit.
We don't use it like this either. This is something new.
West Side.
Okay, he's on here, but how did he get into the live stream?
He got to click that link like you did, right? Is he logged into Gmail?
Yeah, he's in Hangouts. You have to send it to him because the link I sent him, it just goes directly to me.
All right. He got to send me a message on Hangout so I can send him the link.
I'm about to see if I can send that back to you. Click on that. I just sent it.
What's up? Who's watching the show? Type something in the chat so we know you're live.
You saw it? Yeah, I just clicked on it. Click on it. It said the link is invalid.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just telling him to send me a message like, Have just like how you did. What's his name on Hangouts? So I can send him a message.
His name is just his name. But that's not what I typed in to find you. I just typed in your name, because it goes off your contacts.
Is his name at gmail.com? Huh?
No.
Say what?
What is it? Yeah. His name 2021. First name, last name 2021.
Okay.
At Gmail. Yeah. Now,
I'm about to
I don't
send
know
it.
how to get back. I don't know how to get back. Damn it, Gmail.
Okay, yeah, I see him.
Hey, I'm back. Now we about to see if this works for real. Yeah.
Click the link, man.
Memphis, man. And don't unplug Freddie anymore.
Don't unplug Pretty.
Freddie.
I ain't touch Freddie.
One of y'all. Jeff ass did it.
Hey, you gotta watch the language.
I could say ass. That's enough for you.
So what I'm supposed to do?
All right.
You see me?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Y'all see this dude? See that man? Ugly ass man.
Man, ugly as hell. What up, though?
Y'all see that fool, man?
How many people we supposed to see? I only see you and I see only two people.
Yeah, it's us three on the camera.
Oh,
But
y'all
now
ugly as hell.
we gotta wait to see if everybody else can see and hear us.
Word. All right, it's working. We in effect. We in effect.
Y'all ugly as hell too.
Huh?
Y'all ugly as hell. Hell yeah.
Funny looking at
What's good though, people? How y'all doing? Islam.
Sakpase.
Mabule.
All right. We go do it. It's on. All right. Yeah. 7:00. 4:00 on the West Coast. West Side.
So what's the topic?
The topic. We're gonna talk about the indigenous paradigm and how the Moors relate to it or don't relate to it, because we having people coming from different perspectives. Like we having the Turtle Gang Entertainment on there and Asir the Duke of Tears, and we not, it's just gonna be a civil discussion. It's not gonna be a debate. Just people bringing the information and putting it out there side by side, so people can see what's up, what's real and what's not real. And where we have like pretty much two sources where a lot of the stuff that you see people making memes and stuff now talking about we indigenous people that look like us are indigenous. A lot of those people are getting it from these two people who are going to be on the show tomorrow, Turtle Gang and Asir the Duke of Tears. They've been doing it for years, since before it was cool to say, we weren't from Africa. Okay.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. So,
that's necessary.
And so they're gonna be on the show with the research and the stuff that they've been doing for years, and putting it out there. I mean, that's what we're doing tomorrow. We come in, bringing it hard, and we bring the hard hitters out, and they've been doing it for a long time. So, I mean, like everybody needs to watch this and share it.
Is the discussion gonna be like open for questions,
you got feedback,
or is it just gonna be those two talking?
You got feedback. I can't hear you. Oh. You got a lot of feedback.
Okay, so how do we fix that feedback?
What were you saying?
I said, is it gonna be open discussion for questions for like from the audience?
Yeah, we're gonna take questions too. I mean, like we're gonna let each person speak, like, you know, like 10 minutes or so, and state their, you know, piece, and then we'll take questions too, you know, from the audience. So yeah, people will get to ask questions. So if y'all got something to say, go ahead. Ugly.
How long is it gonna be?
2 hours.
2?
Yeah, 2 hours.
Okay, that's what's up.
And then we're gonna cut it off because then it's gonna be our bedtime.
All right, so that's what's up. We're glad it worked. We're glad we figured it out, and tomorrow's gonna be the bomb show.
Yeah.
So you said tomorrow at 7?
Yep.
What's up? Like
Yeah,
that's that number.
Right.
Eastern Standard
Number.
Time.
Right. That's what's up. So how many people's on here now?
I guess it's 7 people watching right now.
Why I can't see like the amount of people?
I can't see it either. I only can see YouTube. But I
Yeah,
guess
me too.
everybody else.
Because you gotta look at the YouTube link. Like if you're in Hangouts, you can't see all that stuff. But like cause it's a YouTube link, you can't see that either, can you?
Mm-mm.
But if you go to YouTube, it'll probably close this.
Right.
Cause y'all on the phone, man. You got that nigga technology.
Got that nigga technology.
That's what it's here for.
For real.
This shit is dope though.
Yeah, it's working, man. It's cool. So basically, yeah, so everybody, y'all here, everybody share this, tell everybody you know. Tomorrow we put the times in the chat, 7 Eastern, 4 West Coast time. It's on. It's on. More than America, man. It's gonna be
How
even
often
more.
are you gonna do this?
Huh?
How often are you gonna do these discussions?
We're gonna do them at least twice a month, but like some months, like this one is gonna be like more than that because we're gonna have a discussion with Taj Tariq Bey later this month, and we're also gonna interview Abdullah Bey, and that's the guy who wrote the book about Freemasons and the connection to Freemasonry and the Moors, and so like very knowledgeable. And then Taj Tariq Bey, you know, extremely knowledgeable. We're gonna be interviewing both of them, not at the same time though. And so that's 2 separate interviews. And then I believe Hannibal Bey, if he's available, and that's Taj Tariq Bey's son, and a lot more. So I mean, let's
So you
see
got
what else
pretty
is up.
much you got some heavy hitters coming up here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
So that's just this month, but we're gonna get it popping every month. And then of course, you know, anything that comes up, like, you know, we'll speak on it because like nothing else is really covering it. Like when you see stuff in the news, you know, ain't nothing really covering it from our perspective, you know. So we gonna of course, like, you know, if we need to speak on it, you know, address it, we'll do that. And sometimes we'll interview other people too, you know. And yeah, too, I'm gonna see like if some people like Grand Sheiks, Grand Governors, you know, some of these other people open to being interviewed, you know. Everybody ain't trying to be in front of the camera, but they are. We get them on here so they can speak and answer some of the questions too that people are having, like, you know, East Coast time. Yeah, we on East Coast time too. Gotta get up early. We got 5 little children. They're gonna be up early, having to go to school and stuff. So yeah, we should all be going to sleep. But like I forgot my train of thought, but basically, you know, we're gonna get some of the people that like I was saying grand sheiks, grand governors, to answer some of these questions that people are having, because people want to know about all the paperwork that people are pushing out here. People want to know what's going on with X, Y, and Z. They got questions like, hey, if you're not in the temple, are you still a Moor and stuff like that? And so we get some of these people to answer this stuff, right? Because I mean,
ask questions like that for real.
But you know, that's coming from my perspective. These aren't like the official words of the Moorish Science Temple or anything like that. So, you know, we get some of these people too to come in here and talk. And
but they really ask that question: if you're not in the temple, are you still a Moor?
That's not how they worded it, but they was just like saying like, let me see what they said.
I'm saying like you don't have to be, you don't necessarily be at a specific temple to be a Moor though.
Nah, that's what I said too.
Right.
They said, so can you be a national Moor and not be a part of the temple? And I was saying, like, of course, like, you know, we're Moors, like, yeah, of course, African Americans, you know, the quote so-called African Americans, Caribbean, you know, a lot of Latinos, not everybody, you know, but a lot of Latinos and, you know, people throughout the Americas, we're all Moors. And so, like, yeah, you're a Moor, you know,
right.
But, all right, there's a but. And the but is that we actually have a legit prophet, okay, who came and started this thing called the Moorish Divine and National Movement 100 years ago, okay, 1915. And the Moorish Science Temple is one of the things that he created for us to use to correct the situation that we're in. And so, like, no, you don't have to participate, you know, but if you're going to be upstanding, you're going to be a part of the solution. And you're going to join, and you're not going to be like, oh, man, it's corrupt, you know, or it's too much politics, too much BS going on, you know. You're going to be a part of the solution. You're going to join, and even you might not be in the forefront, but you're going to be part of the solution, even if that just means doing your part, working hard, you know, or if you're going to be in here actually actively changing things, you know, dealing with the politics and all these things necessary to move things forward, you know. But I'm saying like, you're either going to be active or on the sidelines, you know? But if you're on the sidelines, don't complain. Like, when they gunning people down, just walking up in some dude's apartment and talking about it, I thought it was my apartment, and killing the fool, you know, not the fool. I shouldn't say that, but killing dude.
That's fucked.
That's some
rest in peace to who that happened to.
That fool, man. You killed that fool. It's like you walk up in there.
Kill that nigga.
Like that's jacked up. You can't just go up in somebody's apartment and then be like, I thought I was in my apartment, you know? And then some of the neighbors say that she was banging on the door talking about let me in. So it's like the fool didn't just walk in like she said the door was open. She went in there and killed him on purpose, you know? It's like, so like you can't complain about stuff like that if you're not actively participating, doing the things to change it. You know, if you have children, grandchildren, you know, if you don't have nobody but yourself, like you're supposed to be doing something to, you know, fix that situation, you know, instead of like just sitting on the sidelines and be like, you know, somebody gonna come down and save us. You know, somebody else gonna do it. Somebody stronger than me gonna do it. Somebody like Malcolm X gonna step up and do all the work for me, you know? It's Farrakhan or something like that. It's like you gotta be that, you know, and it is not just one person. It's like gonna take a whole bunch of us, you know, a whole bunch of us gonna have to do our part and be active. And like we have a tool, the temple and stuff like that was set up for us to fix this situation. And so like everybody needs to be a part of it, you know? Is even just from the voting block perspective, where you're a member, you're part of the voting block, so we all vote in solidarity, you know, and we don't just vote like how black people vote. We get some, we want something for our vote. You're gonna have to do something for us if you want that, you know, because it ain't just me. It's like 200 of us. It's 1,000 of us, you know, and we all doing it. We don't give a damn about Republican and Democrat and all that mess, you know. You're gonna have to work with us just like you do with everybody else. You go to the Vietnamese or whoever you want they vote, you gotta do something for them to get it, you know. And so even just off of that, you need to be up in there, you know what I'm saying? And then I mean that's just a part of this, you know, issue. But I was just saying, like, everybody needs to be active, man. And everybody ain't gonna be active, but you know they should. And then you can't sit on the sidelines, you know. And if you're on the sidelines, you can't really complain about all the jacked up stuff that's going on, you know, because you ain't doing nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be like, oh, that's messed up. It's racist, man. You can't say nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Shoot, you know, it's like, well, just shut up. You don't really care, because if you did, you do something about it.
And on that note, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, it's late. We're gonna go ahead and shut this down.
Yeah.
I was tired.
Yeah, niggas get sleepy.
I have to wake up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, so yeah, on that note, we're gonna shut it down. Huh? Somebody said I'm a Moor, but not a Temple Moor. It's like, yeah, hey, that's cool. It is what it is, man.
Right.
Like, whatever. You know? Hey, what is a Temple Moor? I don't even know what that is, man. Everybody in Temple ain't the same.
Right. Just like you could be any religion, you don't have to attend the church.
Yeah.
You know. This is about, you know, it's deeper than just that.
Yeah. But I ain't with like saying stuff like corny stuff, you know, just like Temple Moor. You know, like people calling people that act like they conscious hoteps and stuff like that. And you know, people just be using whatever little cornball phrase people throwing out. I ain't trying to say for saying that. I'm just saying like in general, you know, people.
Yeah.
Like what's that? People be saying they be calling. I see people saying women that like being with men, like having boyfriends. They be calling them pick me's, you know, like pick me, like they want to be picked. It's like they just be running with that. Like I hate all that cornball bull BS, man. Just like I ain't with that stuff. Like, you know, trying to insult people and stuff, man.
And usually the people that be having them names like that be the total opposite in real life.
Hell yeah.
For real. Like it's just not saying no names, but this is one chick I know on the gram and on Facebook. Her name is like Mother Goddess Earth, Heavenly Wisdom, Divine Creation. And you see her at the club, she twerking her ass and she she got mad. A whole bunch of just shit that just don't even go with that name. Like,
like
for
that.
Real. It's like, yo, ain't you Mother Goddess Earth, godly divine creation? You like, drinking you she's like, not tonight, nigga. Tonight, my name is Twana.
Go by her real name.
Go by her real name. TT. Hell yeah, but that shit be crazy though. We be doing too much, man. People be doing too much.
Hell yeah. And dude, yo, ain't nobody trying to dog other Moors out, man. Like, I don't know how anybody got that from what was said. It's like, look, man, you can do what you want to do. You know, I'm just saying, like, people don't complain about all the messed up stuff that's going on if you're not like actively taking part in it. You know? And then if you say that this stuff is corrupt and you ain't like doing nothing to fix it, then just shut up about it.
Part of the problem.
Yeah, cause I mean, I whatever, you know, because it's like if you ain't doing nothing to fix it, don't complain about it.
Facts.
You know, because like the prophecy said in the year 2000, the new Moors would come in and sit the old Moors in the back and carry out the prophet's laws. Like that's real, man. It's happening. It just happened out of nowhere. All these people waking up. It's real. It's real. You know, and I get why people would like want to be on the sidelines and stuff. Like we've been there, done that, you know. Shit, I get it.
That's inevitable for the next generation to take over. That's what the next generation is supposed to do.
Yeah, and some people trying to put this stuff off on their children, you know, and some people trying to put it off on their grandchildren. Like they not trying to do the work. They ain't trying to make it happen now in their lifetime. They putting it off like, hey, man, it's messed up.
They're colonized. Like, that's what colonized minds do. Like they're like, shoot,
like, how you gonna put this off on your baby?
Already made. Why should I make a building?
Yeah.
And why are you handing down this messed up world to them? Like, you know, when people, you know, all this crazy messed up stuff that's happening, why are you handing that down to them, man? This stuff need to get stomped out now. Like, come on, man. I ain't with that mess. You know? I guess we ahead of our time, man, because we ain't with that mess, man. There's people still acting like slaves, and they trying to act like they are conscious, and they trying to push this stuff off on their children, like whatever. Like
No, I'm
I
out of
don't
here for
care
real
how
now.
messed up things are, man.
Okay. Islam. Assalamu alaikum.
Hey,
Namaste.
out.
Ciao.
All right, y'all.
Adios.
Dose.
Bonsoir.
Peace.
I don't know how to hang up.
Damn, I'm trying.